Hello everyone, welcome to this video. It's 17th of March and that means that we have a new base game update in The Sims 4. In this video I will go briefly through the patch notes so you will get the idea of what is new in this update. And I have to point out at the very beginning of this video, this update is only available for PC and Mac users and the console users will get this update later. Which means that console players may experience a temporary version mismatch when using the gallery. If you are following any The Sims 4 news, you are probably aware that a couple of weeks ago they introduced Marketplace, which is basically a store which will bring new content to the game. And the launch of the Marketplace for PC and Mac users, which happened today in today's update, is probably the biggest change in the game. Apart from the launch of Marketplace, we have also more than 60 quality of life bug fixes delivered, so I will go briefly through them. But first, let me start with the Marketplace because that is probably something which you will notice once you will load your game for the first time after this update. In the upper right corner, you can notice that now we have a box which shows the amount of the currency that we have for the Marketplace. This currency is called Moolah and it has a symbol of the cow plant. Next to your avatar, you can notice another symbol which is new and that is a download manager. If you will download any content from Marketplace, it will show here. And if you will leave this checkbox ticked, it will enable auto download of any purchased content on Marketplace. So if you will buy whatever through the Marketplace, it will automatically download immediately. From your home screen, you can go directly to the Marketplace if you will click this button and that will take you here. As I said before, Marketplace is basically a store where you can get a new content for your game, and what it includes is all of the packs that you can already purchase for the game, and now this is exclusive place where you can get kits. Apart from that, you can also find here a maker content, and makers are custom content creators who did sign up for this maker program through the EA. So now you can basically buy a custom content made by these custom content creators and they will get a revenue from that through the EA. Although there is a catch because most of the revenue goes to the EA. And now you might have a question in your head, why the heck would you purchase the item from here when most of the revenue goes to the EA and you can probably get custom content from custom content creators for free from their sites? Well, based on the frequently asked questions that you can find on EA website, the content that you can find in Marketplace should be exclusive for Marketplace, so all the maker packs which you can find here should not be available anywhere else. And all of this content is also reviewed to meet the Sims safety and community standards. I know there are a lot of players who are really upset about this change, about the Marketplace, about another way how EA can make money off us, all players. But I don't really see a difference between Marketplace in The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 store. If you like it or not, The Sims was always about money. It was always a game which was releasing new content because it's a franchise which is really successful and owners know it, so they can make a lot of money out of it. If there is one thing that I disagree about is the cut that makers get from EA, because right now it's the 30% going to maker and 70% going to EA. In some ways I can see the positive change for small makers who are not so exposed to a lot of players, so they can get exposed to many through the Marketplace, and people who don't get generally custom content can probably get it now through Marketplace and they will be not scared to download that from different websites, for example. But I think that the biggest change is gonna be for console players, because console players don't have access to custom content, so this will be the way for them how they can support their favorite makers. At the end of the day, The Sims 4 base game is free to play, so if you don't want to spend any money on this game, if you don't want any extra DLCs, any extra content, kits or maker packs, you don't have to, so no one is forcing me or you to spend any money in this Marketplace. I buy expansion packs because I want new gameplay mechanics for my game, but I'm not so bothered about a couple of new items which are like new bookcases or decoration and clutter, so I don't really care that much that this feature is in the game right now. On the positive side, if you don't own it yet, the Country Kitchen Kit is for free now available to download in Marketplace. Country Kitchen Kit is one of the first kits which were released for The Sims 4, and I was always really disappointed about the amount of items in this kit, although I always really liked the idea of it, so I'm really happy that now it's available to download for free. There are definitely some issues with the marketplace at this moment, because when I was selecting the items which are free, it was showing me more than what was available to download for free. So I hope that will get fixed. Now let's talk about the bug fixes which were delivered, and a lot of them are related to the Sims Autonomy. I have to tell you that I was laughing really hard when one of the first interactions that I have seen on my monitor when I launched the game was my sim doing push-ups, but true to be said is that this sim is not a part of my household, so I'm not so sure how the autonomy fix works on the Sims which are not actively played. But these push-ups should not be happening for your actively played Sims as often as they used to. I will get to autonomy improvements in a little while, but we will talk first about top 5 bug fixes which were the most voted on the EA forum. This has been an issue for a long time in the game, definitely for more than a year. I believe a lot of players connect this to the release of Lovestruck expansion pack. Now we have improvement for eyes and eyelids. Sims eye blinking will now show fully closed eyes for most interactions. There is an entire blog post that I will link in the description that you can read through how they improved this, and I will also link the reports on the EA forum about this issue. Second bug fix in top 5 most voted is that prom will once again appear on calendars and Sims will be able to attend. This fix will ensure it's working for both new and old saves. Alongside this fix, we fixed another issue where prom goals weren't able to be completed. This obviously affected high school years. Third bug fix is related to Cats and Dogs and Horse Ranch expansion packs. The Sims team said that we fixed an issue where pet and horse data was being lost in pre-made households. This issue will no longer occur in new saves. Existing saves where the issue already occurred will not be retroactively corrected. The Sims team implemented a notable change to how Sims determine who they speak with on a lot. Now, Sims will generally prefer speaking with familiar Sims they already have a good rapport with, and Sims are less likely to engage with strangers spontaneously. The fifth most voted issue and the bug fix delivered for it is related to cottage living. Animals can be assigned to an animal shed after moving the household to a new lot. They no longer become stuck in household or sim inventory. This is also fixed for saves where the animals were already stuck. So those were the top 5 most voted bugs and bug fixes for them delivered in this update, and now we will move to the autonomy of the Sims, which should be improved. Top 3 autonomy issues which should be improved in today's update are Sims socializing with strangers, excessive flirting, and Sims using certain objects obsessively. If you are interested about the autonomy and all of these fixes, I will link you patch notes in the description so you can go through all of them, but I will point out that you can now assign new preferences in the base game to your Sims, including likes phones, likes computers, and dislikes phones and dislikes computers. And if you don't want your Sims to autonomously use these objects, give them the dislikes phones or dislikes computers preferences. If you like them to use these objects more often, give them likes phones and likes computers preference. For a lot of interactions that your Sims perform autonomously, there are now cooldowns introduced by the Sims team. For example, if your Sim will use autonomously their phone, it will take 6 Sims hours to do that autonomously again. But this cooldown will not exist for Sims which are non-active household Sims, teen Sims or Sims who like phones, and Sims who dislike phones will never use them autonomously anymore. As I said, there are cooldowns which are related to a lot of autonomy behavior, so they will impact using of computers, trolling on tech forums, destroying doll houses, cooldowns for swimming, for example, or playing the violin. So if you're interested about detailed breakdown of all of these autonomy changes and also other bug fixes, please check the patch notes that I will link in the description. This update also delivered the improved filters in gallery navigation, so it should be easier. Right now, when I'm recording this video, there's also a reported issue related to this update when a lot of players cannot access their custom content and mods in the game. On the Sims 4 official Discord, the team announced that they are aware of it and they are working on the fix. If you found this video helpful and you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please consider to subscribe, like this video, hype it or share it if you want to, and I hope that I will see you in some of my videos really soon. Thank you so much for watching and bye for now.